Alright everyone, welcome to our GMU Esports cast for today. We have a nice Valorant doubleheader for you guys. Our first match is going to be GMU Green versus LVC Valorant. Game has already started. We're in here a little late. No rounds have begun yet. We're going to start here on pistol round. GMU is going to be defending for this first half. This will be GMU Green specifically, their first in-house game. So we'll see if that improves their teamwork at all. You can see them playing in the bottom right. Alright, you're going to see a slow push towards A here for LVC. GMU Green hasn't picked up on it yet. They are going to scan the Sova with the knife though, and they're going to pick up on that intel and start moving over. Yeah, and here's where they're going to start to pick up on that. You can already see the rotation coming in quick for GMU. Already going to be first pick for LVC, my apologies. Looks like LVC is actually on defense. Already got 2 picks off. And that's going to be the spike down. It's going to be a retake attempt for LVC. There are going to be a couple of picks for GMU. This is going to come down to a 2v2. Call that a 1v2. Aster the only one left on LVC. Playing the waiting game now. Still has high ground. Timer is going down. I don't think he realizes the killjoy's right behind him though. Yeah, and that's going to be it. That's going to be first round goes to GMU. Okay. And also the UI is flipped. Okay. Oh. Looks like we're having some slight technical difficulties here. Alright, still having some technical difficulties. Give us just one moment.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Alright, it looks like we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. GMU did pick up a second round during the break. Looks like they're going to be in a bit disadvantageous position here. Chamber is the only one alive. Spike is on site. Obviously, looks like they're just going to camp it on site. Yeah, and unfortunately not much Chamber can do there, and that's going to be the first round pickup for LVC. Apologies for any confusion, but just to clear things up, that is LVC on defense and GMU on offense. Had the teams mixed up there for a second, but we got it set up. See, it looks like GMU has really been pushing towards A pretty much every round at this point. Let's see if maybe they'll be interested in going B this time. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's going to be another A go round unless they go mid. They do have Chamber watching the flank. Looks like they're going to try to play much slower. Kind of playing for picks early on. Playing much slower than previous rounds. So yeah, they are going to try and push through mid here. LVC obviously going to pick up on that, especially with that KO intel. Still no rotation. Chamber is still on B. They will slowly move their way to Garden here. That is going to be the first kill for GMU. The grenade almost gets 2 there. Only gets Sova though. Does get Killjoy extremely low though. She's going to have to play in the back even more so now. It's going to bring it down to a 4v4. Still playing super slowly. Taking their time. 30 seconds left. Phoenix does have a feeling that someone's
30
on
seconds
site,
left.
But site's actually clear right now. I think he's just waiting for his team and
going up.
they decide to go in. That is going to be the LVC getting another pick. Only 10 seconds left. They're going to be pushed for time here. It's going to another pick for GMU. Going to even things out. Looks like they're just trading blows 1 for 1, but that's going to be it. Spike did go down, but it's going to be an instant defuse for LVC. That's going to even the score up to 2-2.
Merci. They didn't actually think that would work.
I want to point out here that other than the Chamber, both of these teams have entirely different team comps. So, super diverse game that we're seeing here. I'll be interested to see if that continues into the second and potentially third games, but for now it looks like for this game all we'll be having is the Chamber mirror matchup. Looks like it's gonna... GMU's finally gonna start to push B side, it looks like, or maybe do a split push here. Looks like LVC picked up on this. Already have 3 positioned on B.
Careful now.
Fate getting extremely low from those sheriff shots. She will survive though and back away, but does she realize the Killjoy's right around the wall from her?
Grenade.
There's a lot of utility being used right now. Still no kills. Both teams very spread out on the map. No big push has been really made so far. I see once again, and both teams kind of playing the waiting game. Just waiting to bait out utility until they can finally make a move.
Deploying
Joke's
drone.
over.
Looks like GMU is looking for an A rotate. It's going to be first pick for LVC. Phoenix Ult was used.
30 seconds left.
It's the only ult GMU has at their disposal right now. Chamber almost gets a kill, but doesn't manage to. Ends up teleporting away. That's a great headshot from Sova. Almost gets a second one. It's going to be LVC 2 players on pretty much 1 HP here. Spike has been planted. GMU now looking to hold. You want to point out GMU did pistol buy this round. If they manage to win this round, they're going to be looking pretty healthy eco-wise. It's another great headshot from the Chamber on GMU. It is down to a 1v3. They do have the Brimstone ult though.
Open up the sky.
Ah, but it's going to be too late. That's going to be another round for LVC. And unfortunately, a Brimstone ult wasted as well. However, that was a pistol round, so they are going to be able to most likely full buy this round. Looks like that's what they're going to go for. You can see though, almost all of them are real strapped for cash other than Brimstone here. again, gonna go for a more spread out push, but it looks like more weighted towards the B side. LVC gonna play it safe, 2 on each side, 1 in the middle for their defense. GMU, a strong start, but LVC really managed to pull it back. Very quickly managed to take the lead here. KO knife only hits the Sova. They do know he's there. They don't know that his team is also with him though. Phoenix playing very slow in mid. But it does look like they're going to start to lean towards B here. Sova unused. So everyone's just stacking up, waiting for the util to go out. Brimstone smokes.
You should run.
That's going to be the lockdown engaged. They're going to go ahead and make a push here in a moment. Still afraid to go out though, waiting for that Killjoy ult to go off. Over here they decide to go. GMU pushing towards B. They don't see KO on point. He flashes himself! And his ult gets wasted. Raze also goes down. GMU is gonna get the spike plant. It's now a 5v3. Chamber and Sova ults at the disposal for the attacking side. Defense does have Astra ult, but do they want to use it, or do they just want to give up this round?
Flash!
Get things out. The team's just taking some pot shots, waiting to see how LVC wants to retake this. Maybe a great flash from this Phoenix, but he does whiff. Ends up going down 4-3. Oh, a great smoke kill though to even things out.
1 enemy remaining.
It's gonna be another kill for the Chamber. Yeah, it's looking like that's gonna even things out. 3-3. Great round by GMU. Now will the Astra survive? No, he won't. Sova will be in mid ready. Finally, evening things out for GMU. See if they can keep that momentum going. Looks like they're gonna go back to their trusty A site. Seemed to work for them in the early game, so.
So dead!
That works.
Chamber's just setting up to watch flank, as
I'm
he
too
does.
far.
Looks like, yeah, this is going to be a full A push for GMU here. Once again, going to play things slow. Astra in a very aggressive position. Tucked around the corner. I don't know if they'll notice her. They're being wary, though. Most of GMU is pushing through mid. They will know she's there. Gonna throw the molly to force her out. That's going to be a great first kill for GMU. Just had that instinct that she was going to be hiding around the corner. Here comes their push. Do they know that Chamber's up there? They do not. It's going to be another kill to even things up. Once again, 1-for-1 blows. 3-3 now. Utility being tossed out, but both teams hiding behind cover, just kind of waiting for things to blow over. Chamber was used this round. He's going to go for gun. Oh, almost gets picked there for being too aggressive. Stays alive though, manages to rotate with his team over to B side. LVC only sent the KO with a shorty of all things to go defend B. He's the only one there.
They're suppressed.
Chamber and Fade are still on A. They can make a very easy push here for GMU can. I don't think they realize though. They are going too soon though. With KO tucked there in Boathouse, are they gonna realize they are?
10 seconds left.
My carrier is dead. I have the spike.
Well, they're going to try and plant. That shorty can be powerful, though. While GMU continues to live. That's going to be 2 shorty kills. And the Fade ult being used is going to get LVC the round. The shorty plays by the KO is going to get them the round. 4-3 for LVC.
That's a good spot.
Type of things you don't expect to see, but you do end up seeing them. Things are going pretty even here, though. All these rounds so far have been pretty close. This is a best of 3, so it looks like we're going to be in for a long series here if things continue the way they've been going.
Scanning ahead.
Full eyes for both teams. There's an op on the defensive side here. Slow push to A once again.
Take flight.
GMU seems to be heavily favored that way. Clearly is flanking though. They don't realize. Because Fury comes out, doesn't hit anybody.
Not ready yet.
And just a tag one on site.
Shut
That's
down.
it. Once again, playing very slow. KO is still flanking. Do they know? I don't think they do, although they might in a second here. Phoenix is right there. That's going to be an easy kill on the Phoenix for KO. It's going to be immediately traded out on site though. As Sova's going to be the entry frag apparently. Going to pick up 2. Chamber picks up a 3rd, and that's going to be a 4v2 for GMU. Spike is going to go down relatively uncontested here. LVC looking at another retake once again. Well, they have been successful in the past, especially with a shorty of all things, so we'll see how this goes. However, it looks like they may just be trying to save the op as the chamber for LVC side does decide to back off. Faye does manage to get a kill. 2v3 is much better odds than a 2v4, so we'll see if they decide to push in. Looks like they don't though. Chamber is going to be saving the op. We'll just sacrifice the Fade to see if he can get a kill. Everyone's just waiting, holding angles. The real Valorant experience, and Fade is going to get a kill. However, for ego reasons, GMU does manage to get the round, and LVC will save the Vandal in the op there. GMU manages to even things up again. Once again, evened up score, 4-4. We may actually see 25 rounds here. Once again, LVC does still have that op. Looks like they're going to put it on B side this time around.
Focus now. Eyes off me.
Here.
GMU going for more of a split attack. Let's see if the op manages to get a quick kill here. He's pushing really aggressively. He'll be spotted by the KJ turret though and decides to back off. GMU pushing through mid with the entire team. Flanking, raises around the corner. He's gonna get spotted out by the Sova drone though, and he's gonna go for the kill. Doesn't manage to get it. Is he gonna keep pushing? Extremely weakened by that raise grenade. And manages to get the raise with a great shock arrow. That's gonna be GMU's cue to push in. Looks like they're gonna move towards B here. Only one there is Chamber. Is he gonna get an op kill here? Does GMU know he's there? Is the question. He's gonna get one. Immediately smoked off though. Versova will also go down to Astra's SMG. Gonna make it a 3v3 here. GMU does have site control though, and it looks like they're gonna go for the plant now. LVC just waiting things out, waiting for the smoke to go off. Phoenix hiding in the corner, does decide to move out. Oh, we could have stayed there for a free kill on the Astra, but he decides to back off. That's gonna be Astra ult coming in to cut off main. It's gonna be another kill for the Astra.
Last player standing.
Only one left for GMU now. Gets detected by the Sova. Oh, they know where he is, and he does manage to trade, but it's gonna be another kill for the Opping Chamber as they manage to get another defuse. Considering how things have gone, I wouldn't be surprised to see next round go to GMU, but we'll see.
A gift.
Looks like GMU will be saving this round though, trying to build some eco back up. LVC on the other hand does not have the same issue. We're gonna see full buys on everyone there.
Teleport's ready.
Chamber getting plenty of value off this op that he's had for a good couple rounds now. Brim does have ult up, so he might be going for another post plant. Hopefully he manages to time it out right this time. So GMU once again pushing through mid.
Smoke's down.
Astra hiding in the corner, might be able to get a pick. Didn't go so well for Raze last time though, so we'll see how it goes this time. And yeah, she decides to rotate out very quickly. Both teams playing it safe. GMU keeping their mid control here. Deciding they want to play it slow, try to push towards A. Phoenix is gonna bait out some utility there. No kills on either side though. And just as I say that, we managed to get a trade. Solo for the Raze there. Gonna bring it to a 4v4.
They are so dead.
It is gonna finally be a rifle on the side of GMU though. See if they manage to make the most use out of it. They're gonna push towards A. And have, looks like effectively no resistance as LVC
30
just gives
seconds
up
left.
the point. GMU does get the plant and they do have the Brimstone ult. They decide to use it. Chamber, oh, almost whiffs the headshot, but does manage to get it. Get the flanking Astro. It's gonna be a 4v3 now. That is KO and Chamber ult used though, so they might be able to retake this. They don't realize that Phoenix is right below them though. Almost whiffs the shot, but manages to get the kill on Fade. KO and Chamber still up though. It's gonna be a flank from KJ. They know that
One
Phoenix is down
enemy
there.
remaining.
It doesn't matter though, it's gonna be another trade. It's a 1v3. KO trying to get the defuse. He's surrounded on all sides though, and he manages to get another kill. It's a 1v2,
Thrifty.
but it's not gonna matter, and that's gonna be another round going to GMU.
Next time. Last player standing.
Unfortunately though, that was all but one member of GMU down, so eco-wise, they won't be as good as they could be, but they did save last round, so most of them are gonna be full buying this round, it looks like. LVC on the other hand, looks like we'll be saving. At least some of them will be.
Heading to the above.
You want to play? Let's play.
LVC is going for a pretty aggressive defense here, pushing out of sight, but GMU isn't there. They're actually pushing mid once again. He gets flanked by the KO with the classic, but he does manage to get taken down. Gonna be multiple LVC members on the flank. Are GMU going to expect it? I don't think they will. It's gonna be 2 kills for LVC. Gonna be 3, but Silva does manage to pick off 2. It's gonna be even at 2v2.
One enemy remaining.
GMU Chamber is the only one left, but he does have that Tour de Force active. Isn't gonna waste a shot on the boom bot. Be patient, waiting it out. Does have 50 seconds left. Doesn't have spike though. And misses the shot onto Raze narrowly. Still has plenty of shots left in that sniper though. 40 seconds left. Time is ticking down. And he manages to get taken out before he can even pull the trigger by that Raze.
Last round before the switch.
Last round before the half. Looks like both teams are going to be full buying here. If they can, at least. Going to be looking at almost all ults on the side of GMU, whereas LVC unfortunately had to use most of theirs for the retake the round before last, so they're going to be looking at none on their side. It looks like they're going to be putting almost all their resources into A here.
Launching smoke.
Looks like they're actually going to rotate over to mid.
Joke's over. You're dead.
They'll slowly push up. Phoenix is being aggressive with that ult. Doesn't manage to get a kill though. Gets taken out very quickly.
Deploying
So they are
drone.
once again going to push from mid to A. Smokes go out and GMU pushes up.
No chance.
Fade manages to get a kill before she dies, but she does get traded out. Same goes for the Raze. We're looking at a
Spike down
3v2 for
I have the
LVC
spike.
here. Only one on site though. Gonna be the Astro. Almost manages to get a kill on Chamber,
Last
but
player standing.
misses. Gets the kill on KJ though. Gonna be only one left, and they know exactly where he is, and he's gonna go down. And that's gonna be 7-5 at the half for LVC.
Switching sides.
Take a breath now. Release the tension.
Good? Let's go. Placing sentry.
GMU will be spreading their resources out across the map pretty evenly here. LVC looking at what appears to be an A push, but they could be going mid just like GMU did. Have to wait and see. GMU does have KJ and Chamber, which will make their defense
Let us hunt.
significantly easier. We'll see how they manage to use that. The round will start.
Scanning ahead.
Looks like it will be an A push by LVC if they decide to commit here.
Shock dart.
3R mid though. Spike has been dropped. Spike is still sitting in LVC's spawn. I don't think they may not realize. I'm not sure, but they're pushing up. Managed to get a kill, but yeah, it looks like they finally realize Astra is going to pick up the spike. It's going to be a 5v4 now. They are going to start to push on the site here. Chamber manages to get a kill, almost kills through the Brimstone, but misses and unfortunately falls. It's going to be another kill for LVC. You're looking at a 4v2 now. Spike goes
Spike
down.
planted.
Looking like a tough retake for
Player
GMU.
standing.
Yep, that's another kill. It's going to be a 4-1 now for LVC. Phoenix trying to play safe, but he doesn't have too much time, unfortunately. It's looking like impossible odds, but will he be able to do it? Got hit by that KO knife. They're gonna know exactly where he is. Oh, but it seems like they don't. He's gonna get a kill onto the KO. Drops down, tries to kill the chamber, but unfortunately can't do it. And that's gonna be the first round of the half going to LVC.
I got enough time to go into the astral form?
Placing sentry.
LVC deciding to try their luck on B now.
Right there.
Quickly will be trying to force with at least 3 Spectres on their side. GMU only has KJ on B site. But it looks like, yeah, they're going to realize that it's a B push and immediately rotate over. LVC being extremely aggressive. They know they can with those Spectres. It's going to be a trade out thanks to the flash. 3v3 now. Lots of kills happening. Now with 3v2, GMU is on the kind of
Last
understaffed
player
here.
standing.
That's another kill for LVC. Only one
Spike
left. Once
planted.
again, Phoenix is the last standing.
Careful now.
It'll be a 1v3. Spike has been planted. All he has is a frenzy. He knows Chamber teleported behind him. He's going to try and get the kill, but he is going to whiff, and that's going to be another round win for LVC. 9-5 now. GMU would definitely have to make some magic happen here. They are going to full buy this round. We're going to see if they can change,
Should I play some
turn that
stars in
momentum
this
around.
reality?
It's going to be tough, though, to make this comeback. Looking at tempo, LVC going to go B again. They might go for the aggressive push. Once again, only KJ on B for GMU.
Careful now.
It's going to be, yeah, another aggressive push for LVC. They're not wasting any time already on site. They're in the chamber in the back of site, but they're smoked off. They can't do anything. Killjoy's alone on site. Manages to get a kill, but dies almost instantly. All of LVC's already on site, and Spike's going to start to go down. GMU
Spike planted.
going to have a tough retake here. Phoenix flashes himself on the high ground. Trying to push in, but they just don't have an angle. A great silver recon dart's going to allow them to get some damage in. They know Chamber's behind. Phoenix going to go for the kill. Flashes himself, though.
Last
Once
player
again, and
standing.
unfortunately goes
One
down. Lots of
enemy
kills on
remaining.
both sides. It's going to be a 1v1 now. Astra versus Sova. Who's going to make it? Sova was kind of the entry frag for GMU. She's going to try, but she messes up the pull. That's going to be a defuse for GMU, and they're going to get the round despite all the losses. Astra going for that post-plant pull, but messes up the placement just slightly, and Sova manages to stick it and get it off. On one hand, that was the momentum points-wise that GMU needed, but they did all die, so eco-wise, they won't be looking too great. They are going to have to save this round. LVC, on the other hand, still has plenty of money from their 1 rounds, and they're going to be able to buy again. It's going to look tough for GMU, but they are going to try.
Time for a field.
Once again, KJ by herself on the B side. LVC not doing the same strat. Looks like they decided to give up and start going back towards their A to mid push that they were doing before. Spike still sitting in the
Obscuring
back. No one's holding onto it right now. It's like LVC gonna take the slower angle this time around.
Defeated.
Oh, that's gonna be a great sheriff kill from across the map though by Sova. But it's gonna get traded out almost instantly by the KO in mid. LVC gonna once again slowly push towards A. They have the spike now. Do also have the mid presence though. They could rotate over to B if they think too much util's been used. Both teams biding their time. Yeah, it looks like LVC is going to try and very slowly rotate over to B. GMU doesn't have anybody over there. If LVC went right now, they could very easily plant. They're not going to, though. Once again, take things slow. KO is keeping them busy on A side. Yeah, they're rotating over to B. They had no idea. It's going to be LVC. They're going to get a full rotation, and they are going to start planting. Nobody on GMU side is there. That's going to be a free plant for them as they have site control. GMU now looking at a pretty tough retake. It is 4-4. GMU playing it slow and quiet. LVC again has all of their members on site other than the KO, who's off to the side. It's going to be traded instantly for 1v1. KJ does manage to get another kill, making it 2-3.
One enemy remaining.
Kills being traded on both sides, 2-1 now from the side of GMU. They're going to try and get the defuse. They don't realize KJ behind him though. He's going to get both kills. That was going to be GMU trying the defuse there, but it just doesn't matter. KO came back from behind, managed to kill both of them. It's going to be another win for LVC. Things aren't looking great for GMU. They are going to manage to buy this round though. They did save. LVC looking at once again doing a split push here.
Placing sentry.
Actually looks like they'll be going almost all towards A side.
Ready.
They try to go for another aggressive push like they did on B side at the beginning of the half, but it looks like that won't be the case.
Revealing area.
Silver arrow does go out. Doesn't detect anybody though. LVC playing it slow once again, sending 2 up mid.
Right here.
This is looking like a heavy A push here. Phoenix ult is used. Looks like mostly for recon purposes. He's gonna get taken out. Put some damage into the KO though. Don't have a Sage or Sky, so that will make him pretty easy to kill later on. He does have ult though. He could use that to stay alive. Have to see. Sova is camping in the corner there. KO, I don't know if he has a 5th sense or a 6th sense or what, but he decides to back off. As all of LVC decides to slowly push onto A through main here. GMU still pretty spread out. They do have the Phoenix on the high ground though. Might be able to get be able to get a kill, but here comes the push. Astro manages to get the ult off. The push is gonna come in.
Hey.
Still aren't on site quite yet though.
30 seconds
Going
left.
behind them, they are gonna plant the spike though. Fortunately, nothing GMU can do about it, and Spike is down. Showing the power of that Astral, being able to cut that whole site in half for what's effectively a free plant. They have a great post-plant situation here. That is going to be the lockdown for the defense here. Post-plant Fury coming out, manages to get a kill on the fade. Doesn't hit anyone else though. Raised Rocket comes out. Oh, he gets killed before he can fire it though. Trying to stick the defuse, can't get it though. Picks coming out on both sides.
Remaining.
Or for GMU though, they managed to stick the defuse, and despite the kills, GMU does manage to get the round this time around. And still have some members of their team standing at the end of it. It's going to be looking at 10-7. Referencing LVC there. LVC might decide to save here. They are looking a bit shy on cash. Yep, it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. GMU going to try and push their advantage with a full buy. LVC once again going towards A side. Looks like both teams are kind of exploring this angle. So the dart is going to get quite a few scans though. They're going to know that it's an A push. Phoenix currently the only one on A for GMU. Sova is nearby and ready though.
You want to play? Let's play.
Soul 2 in mid. All of LVC is just waiting in A main for the smoke to go down so they can push. The KO knife comes out, and this is where the push is going to start. So that's managed to get a kill early on for GMU. It's going to be a second kill for GMU.
Spike down A.
OC taking heavy losses as they try to push through that choke. They do manage to get on a site, though.
Satchel out.
Nobody on GMU is actually on site. Thermal goes down to keep them from planting. Both teams very aggressive. Oh, Chamber misses the shot on his ult, though. He's trapped in that corner.
Spike planted.
Manages to get a kill, manages to get 2 there, manages to out Chamber. That's a 3rd for the Chamber ult. Manages to even things out, 2-2 now. Spike is down for LVC.
One enemy remaining.
Phoenix has managed to flank though, gets the kill. Ray's all by herself in hell. She is going to manage to get killed there, and it's going to be another round for GMU. Getting closer, 10-8 now. Rounds are close though.
Right here.
We're just coming down to eco. I wouldn't be surprised to see LVC maybe try a new angle, maybe try mid or B. GMU in the hand. Why fix what ain't broke? They're going to continue their hold. Being spread nice and even across the map. They are going to put some extra force on A though, it looks like. And yeah, it looks like LVC is going to be making a pretty heavy B push here. They try something new. A hasn't been particularly working out for them recently.
Molly!
A great molly comes out from GMU. Stuck on the lip of the catwalk there. LVC wasn't pushing anyway though, so wouldn't have gotten much value regardless. LVC still not pushing into the choke. Just kind of waiting, seeing what util they can bait out, it looks like. Bait is checking the flank. No one on GMU is actually going for the flank, but she's there just in case. Both teams playing very, very slowly. Minute left on the clock for LVC. Things are LVC still just kind of sitting here. 40 seconds left, and this is when they're going to decide to push. Flash goes out, smokes also go out. They're going to see the chamber here, who unfortunately just gets coated in utility. Trade does come out, though, from the Killjoy turret, of all things. When more kills come out, it's going to be 4-3, preferencing LVC here. They're going to push on the site. Killjoy sitting in boathouse, though. 3-3, 2-3 now.
One
Solid
enemy
2v2.
remaining.
And Killjoy manages to clutch up and get 2 kills from Boathouse. I didn't even see her. That's going to be another round for GMU. Managing to pull momentum back here for them. Now 10-9. This definitely is a close series. Looks like LVC will be spreading their forces out a bit here. Looks like we're going for a mid push. GMU once again nice and spread out across the map.
Placing alarm
Yeah,
bot.
LVC is going to push through mid here. They do have Fade set up on A main, maybe to try and get a cheeky pick. She's going to give up though pretty quick and just kind of wait there for a flank. LVC on the other hand going to push through guard pretty quick here. Phoenix is there, manages to get a kill, almost gets 2. And yeah, manages to get 2. Killjoy turret popping off apparently, already 2 kills for that turret. It's now going to be 5-3 in favor of GMU, man count wise. Fade's still on site though, I don't think they know she's here. KO does get flashed, he can't see anything. Gonna try and get another flash back, but can't manage to get it. It's going to be another kill for the Phoenix, a great flash. Phoenix is going to get 3. Fade the only one left, and she's going to try and retreat. And she can't do it. Sova gets another kill, and that's going to be a perfect round for GMU. Wonderful plays coming out of the Phoenix. Great flashes all around. But it looks like we're going to get a timeout from the attacking side here. Score is now even, 10-10. Looks like LVC, worried they're losing momentum, gonna decide to try and swing that back in their favor. See the GMU team chatting it out in the bottom right. Taking a minute to stretch as the timeout was not their choice. GMU managing to pull things back though here. Starting to look good for them. Their eco's nice and built up. They do have the KJ ult, only ult in the game right now. LVC, timeout ticking down. Hopefully their little group up can get them some momentum. See what they end up doing here, where they decide to push. Might try and go back for that aggressive B take that they were trying before. Timeout being over, we go back to the prep phase. Obviously looks like they're gonna split their forces a bit here. GMU once again going for the exact same defense that they've been doing this entire half.
Alarm bot out.
LVC, we'll see if that timeout did anything for him as the round picks up. They are going to start moving towards mid as expected here. GMU has Brim and Chamber mid, but is going to get smoked off, so he won't be able to contest them much as LVC does manage to take that mid control. It's going to be an op kill for GMU though. Definitely not what LVC was looking for right after that timeout. Another smoke comes out. Raise for LVC is still kind of floating on A here, looking to try and maybe get a free pick. KO flashes himself for style points in mid, but LVC is going to play slow.
Careful now.
It's going to be a kill for LVC to try and even things out here though, over in mid. There's going to be both Chambers dead of all things. LVC playing pretty aggressive in this mid. Looks like they're actually going to push towards B here. And yeah, it's going to be a full B rotation as the Raze and Astra start to linger over as well. KJ was ready though, manages to get a kill on the KO. Only 30 seconds left. LVC's going to have to rush, but GMU is ready. That's another kill for the KJ. 3 for KJ. Make it 4. KJ being the MVP of the round here as GMU picks up another point. And that is definitely not what LVC wanted after that timeout. Momentum not looking in their favor, unfortunately. Overall, we're seeing some great individual plays here from GMU. Really just kind of flexing their mechanical skills here. And momentum has been taken back as GMU's 1 point up at 11 to 10. Looks like LVC is going to go back to their tried and true. They have to save rounds, so they're going to rush B as fast as possible. Util's coming out quick. KJ is ready though with the Vandal. It's going to be 2 kills instantly. KO did use the ult, so he is kind of half alive, but LVC just abandons him and tries to push in. Do manage to get a kill, but it's not really going to matter here. Spike goes down, but it's a 4v2. I'm counting KO is already dead because his team has abandoned him, and yep, there he goes.
Last player standing.
And yeah, LVC, they're going to try and defend that Spike, but with just those basic weapons from the save round, they're not going to be able to do so as GMU gets 1 more point. Only losing the KJ there, too. Even going to give Chamber the ult point. Yeah, things are
Match point.
not looking good for LVC. Match point for GMU. LVC does have 3 ults on the board, though. GMU only has the KJ lockdown, so see what actually happens here. It looks like they're going to be going for an A push.
Turret out.
Let's see. LVC's timeout didn't seem to do much for him, but we'll see if they can manage to sweep this back here. Final round of the series. Really did go the distance. Looking pretty even here, but LVC is going to go for the slow A and mid push. Looks like GMU know this as they've put almost all of their resources on A. Only Sova left on B, and he is going to get taken out by the KO. And yeah, LVC is going to take that as a cue to immediately rotate over. Look at that mini-map. You can see the mob of LVC players all rotating over to B.
You are divided.
Astral comes out. They might just get a free plant here. It looks like they will. GMU trying to rotate over, but it's just too dangerous to try and push through that. Astral gonna try and buy their time, and yeah, LVC is going to take site control and get a plant here. Great Astral usage once again.
Spike planted.
GMU does have the op though. They have the eco
Face
advantage,
your
and the instant this Astral goes down, they're gonna be in a world of hurt. It's gonna be a kill already. 2 kills already for GMU. Will they be able to retake this is the question. Managed to swing things back on LVC's favor by that kill. Hazel comes out, but it gets canceled again. It's going to be a 2v2 now. If Chamber misses the op shot, it's going to be a 2v1. Rim on the GMU team is going to be the only one left. Will he be able to clutch it out? The 1v2, he knows there's 2 here. They're just waiting, and yeah, it's a 50-50 angle. They're not going to be able to push into that. And that's going to be round taken back for LVC. 11-12. GMU still has that match point, but LVC's creeping up behind him.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane. Oh. I should. Oh.
This really couldn't be closer if you asked for it. GMU gonna put their resources on A once again. LVC looking at that A mid push, as they've continued to do.
Placing swarm grenade.
Suppressing.
They're gonna have KO and Chamber set up on B here though. It's gonna be a nice split push. GMU reading it as a B take.
Careful now.
It's gonna be a kill immediately for LVC. That is not what GMU needed. LVC still split entirely. GMU not exactly sure where they are. Both teams playing it safe, waiting for the smokes to go down. Astro is gonna
Obscuring
start on
vision.
A. GMU gonna read it as a full A push. Silva's the only one on B right now. He does manage to get a kill, but immediately gets traded out. You're now looking at a 4v3 for 4-3 for LVC. Looks like, yeah, they are going to start to rotate over to B. GMU going to read the same thing, though, and they're also going to rotate over. LVC hasn't pushed out yet. Chamber is by himself on site. He's over there on Boathouse. GMU just playing cautious. LVC is going to push and take site control, and that looks like it is going to be a plan. Raze is just waiting in mid, trying to pick off any stragglers. Nobody really flanking from GMU that though. LVC, yeah, they're all on site. It's gonna be a tough retake for GMU. They're gonna try though. Kill is used. That is the Killjoy lockdown going out.
Boom.
That's gonna be a kill already for LVC. That's a 4-2 now. It's gonna make that retake a little bit tougher with one less player. Now they know the race is behind them though. Lockdown doesn't get anybody. LVC still has site control. It's gonna be a 1-to-1 trade, 3v1 now. Will the KJ be able to clutch it out? No, they will not. As we're looking at a match point tie.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Looks like LVC is gonna be pushing entirely on A site this time around.
There.
See what manages to happen here. Who is going to take this first game? It is a best of 3, so this won't decide everything, but it will determine how their momentum goes into game 2. LVC once again stacking up on A. GMU has 3 mid though. They're ready for this. The overtime round begins. Let's see. GMU already manages to get 2 kills. One of them is going to get traded out. That's a great start for GMU. 3 kills for GMU. And that's the kind of start they needed. Only 2 left for LVC on the defense. GMU going to take this as their cue to push on to B. Oh, the LVC Chamber backs off though. He thinks it's an A push, and GMU are going to get the site for free.
Placing alarm bot.
With that Killjoy, it's going to be pretty tough to try and retake this. And GMU, yeah, they're going to get the plant here.
Killed my bot.
Oh, just to put salt in the wound, GMU is going to set up the post plant on the Killjoy. Obviously, he's going to try and retake here, though. Don't really have another choice. This is match point. Will they be able to do it 2-4? It's not looking great,
Blocking,
but
pulling them in.
they're gonna make an attempt. They're gonna push out.
Last player
Astro
standing.
is gonna get taken down though. And just to get traded out by Chamber, but it's a 3v1. Is he gonna be able to do it? No, he will not. As GMU manages to take the first game of the series.
Switching sides.
Oh,
Match
never
point.
mind. Ah, I'm used to casual. It's first to 13. It's like LVC will get another chance to maybe try here. This is what happens when you have a casual commentator. Doesn't know the competitive rule set. LVC now on the attack though. We're gonna go for a split push. The team's playing it slow here though.
Right here.
LVC very spread out. GMU has no one on A though. Kill is picked up for GMU's side. It is going to get traded out though. 2 kills for LVC. Like, it's going to go down on A though. GMU is going to trade it out. It's going to be a 3-3 now. With LVC getting the plant on A side, GMU had nobody there and they get the site for free. GMU going to rotate over, but it's going to be a tough retake. Especially on A side. They do have 2 in hell. They're down there though. A great wall bang by the Sova. Still 2 left here. They're gonna look for its defuse. They don't see the Astro in the hell, but she manages to get 2 kills. And GMU choke, and LVC gets another round win. Once again, tying things
Switching
up.
sides.
Again, literally
Overtime.
could not be closer.
That's a good spot.
At this point, I don't even know how this is gonna work. GMU will be trying to attack now, looks like. GMU gonna stack up on A site. Might be putting, actually, it looks like they're gonna be pushing mid instead.
Scanning ahead.
LVC on the defense.
Right here.
GMU slowly pushing up.
Take flight.
Joe manages to spot out the fade. They don't see the raise around the corner though. GMU now does have that mid control, and they're gonna slowly push towards A. LVC kind of knows this already. Already have 3 stacked up on A. That's gonna be the first kill coming out for GMU though.
Here.
GMU gonna spring into action, pushing into mid. Are they gonna get this chamber? He has his back turned.
Flash!
He's gonna get a flashbang right in the face, and that's gonna be a nice kill for Phoenix. 3-5 down for GMU, and that's another kill for Phoenix.
Last player standing.
LVC does manage to get a kill, but now it's a 4v1 in favor of GMU. They're gonna start plant. And this Fade is gonna have to get one hell of a round
Spike
if they're
planted.
gonna get a win here. It is overtime, no real point in saving, so she is gonna try. She is spotted though, manages to get a kill, but brought down to 4 HP. This is looking like impossible odds, but she's gonna try, but it won't matter. GMU will get the kill on her there.
Switching sides. Match point.
GMU on the defense. They managed to get this round, and I think that will be the game. LVC gonna go for a split push again, it looks like. Will GMU be able to take things here? Only one way to find out. LVC is gonna push both sides. GMU only sees them on B site though. Are they gonna early rotate? Looks like they know better than that. Was the KO seen by that drone? I'm actually not sure. Both teams playing super safe here. LVC not really wanting to give up any picks that they don't have to. GMU, they know that that KO's in mid. Still playing it safe though. He's gonna try and get a kill. It's gonna be first pick for GMU. LVC has 2 on each site. Looks like the B team will be rotating over to mid though. Looks like LVC is gonna slowly push on to A. Will they be able to actually get on site? They do manage to get a pick to even things out. 4-4 now. Oh, but GMU, the Phoenix almost missed. Manages to get the kill.
30 seconds
He's
left.
gonna get immediately traded out though. LVC manages to get 2 kills. 3-2 in favor of LVC. Looks like they are gonna start planning. GMU are gonna have to get the retake. No ults on either side.
Launching smoke.
Both GMU members here on Heaven. They know they're under them, but they don't know how many. KJ is gonna bounce a molly right off the back of Fade and manage to get the kill. Rim's gonna trade it out.
Standing.
Rim's gonna take it out. It's so close! But the LVC chamber does manage to clutch up from that hell position and get both GMU members.
Switching sides.
And
Overtime.
once again, we're tied up. I don't even know how long this is gonna go on for. Looks like GMU offering to draw. Good lord, GMU is going to be on the attack this time around. I feel like at this point this game could go on forever, but we're going to see.
Out of range. All set.
Keep in mind, this is a best of 3. This is only the first game. Don't worry, if we get till midnight, I'm sure the team will call it a draw. GMU gonna push through mid here. KO and Razor there. They're gonna get the pick on the KO. It's gonna be 3 kills for GMU almost instantly. LVC not in a great position. You managed to get a pick and trade things off though. It's still a 4-2 though, man count wise.
Too easy.
Gonna be another kill for LVC. 3-2 now.
Spike planted.
GMU a great start, but LVC are managing to even things out. GMU managed to get the plant though.
Swarm grenade out.
Chamber over in Garden. Astra is on Heaven. LVC. There's just so much utility. Astra can barely see what's going on. Does manage to move out on the site though. KJ manages to get the kill, but GMU just has enough people that really does not matter, and GMU is going to get the round.
Switching sides. Match point.
Another round switch. GMU on defense this time. I don't even know. When is it considered a draw? Like 2020? This match has already gone on for about an hour now, so I'm sure both teams are starting to get tired. Something tells me there will be a solid intermission after this game. LVC is gonna have 2 over on B, but mainly gonna be an A push here for them. Spike is with the A team there. GMU nice and spread out. KO unfortunately misses the molly. Probably would have been nice to flush them out of the corner. They are going to push into A here though. GMU is going to read this instantly and start to rotate over. There's no one on site though. Does manage to get a kill on the rotating Fade though.
Spike planted.
LVC does have site control and they are going to get that plant however. It's going to be another kill for LVC to even things out. 4-4 now. All of GMU is on Heaven there. Once again, no ult for either side. Instantly traded out. Kills are happening on site.
One
Gonna be
enemy
2-2, 2-1 now.
Last player standing.
Oh, now it's a 1v1. Chamber v Chamber mirror match on site. LVC is trying to
This
defuse.
is less than-
GMU, my apologies. It's gonna be so close. GMU's trying to get the kill so we can defuse. It's not gonna be fast enough though. A wonderful headshot for GMU, but it just doesn't matter. And LVC is gonna get the round for a 15-15 scoreline.
Switching sides. Overtime.
We're now in round 31, folks. Now gonna see GMU on offense.
There.
This is definitely not a common occurrence when it
There.
comes to Valorant competitive, but the type of things you only see here on GMU Esports, I suppose.
I'll find you.
GMU looking like they're gonna go for a mid push here. LVC has most of their resources stacked up on A, but they can rotate over to mid if necessary. Raze
Take
and
flight.
KO both planted over in Gardens. It looks like that's where GMU is going to be trying to push. Fade is here to pick off any stragglers though. GMU, they are going to start to push into Garden. Vito's going to come out for both sides. First kill's going to go to LVC though, onto the Phoenix.
Satchel out.
GMU, they're going to just continue to try and push here. KJ is going to whiff though, and it's going to be a 5-3 now in favor of LVC.
Where are
LVC does whiff the Fade Haunt though. GMU are going to try and continue to push onto A, but they really just don't have the manpower. Looks like they're going to back off a bit here. Try to figure out what it is they're going to do. Going to
30
move back
seconds
over
left.
to mid. Might try and go for a B rotate here, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Gonna try and push through mid. Fade the only one here to stop them. Don't manage to get the kill. They're all gonna get spotted out by this Fade though. She's gonna randomly spam and chip some health off of Brimstone and Sova there, but unfortunately no kills quite yet. Remy's gonna push out though and get killed. Manages to trade it off. LVC 4-1 now. But LVC does manage to get the final kill, and that's gonna be another point for them. 16-15 in favor of them.
Switching sides. Match point.
And by the way, I know it says match point, but I mean it's been like 7 match points now, so you know, just
That
don't
works.
listen to it. Something tells me we might be on match point for a while. Round 32 here. And in case you lost track, LVC is on offense this time. I get that it can be confusing for the sides to be switching literally every round. Looks like they are going to go for more of a split push as they've been doing in the past.
Watch your eyes!
GMU pretty stacked up on the B here. LVC looks like they're going to rotate over to A though. GMU staying stagnant, keeping their angles. LVC is going to push through. Couple in guarding, couple in main. Vito's going to come out. Haven't pushed on the site quite yet. No ults available for either side.
Careful now!
Vito's going to come out. It's going to be first kill goes to LVC. It's going to be instantly traded out by GMU. It's going to be two kills for 2 kills. 3v3 now. Spike does manage to get planted. And LVC has site control. GMU going to have to retake here. Sova in heaven.
Revealing area.
As all of LVC is kind of stacking up in hell here. Rim and Chamber for GMU is going to be in Garden. They're going to slowly push out. They don't know where LVC is. Well, now they know. It's with a few shots. LVC does manage to get 2 kills. So it's going to be the last one on GMU. Manages to get a pick off. Is he going to be able to clutch this here? 1v2 for the solo on JMU. He manages to get another kill. 1v1 now. Unfortunately, though, he can't kill the
Attackers
Astra.
win.
It's going to be 2 rounds for LVC, and the win for LVC 17-15. That's going to be your game 1 of the series. Yes, that was only the first game. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be into game 2. And welcome back. Sorry for the long delay. Looks like a Valorant update just went out as our first game was happening, so all the players had to go update their games real quick mid-match to for our second game. Looks like GMU is going to be defending first. Looks like we're having some slight UI issues, but the server stream should be back up and functional in just a moment. As we're heading into our next map, Pearl. Obviously one of our newer maps, so we'll be interested to see how the teams play this one out. It is once again going to be GMU on defense first. LVC gonna throw out some good manners to set the vibes off right as the game begins. It's gonna be some friendly banter in chat there before the game starts. Looks like LVC is gonna go for a B push on pistol round here. GMU gonna be nice and spread out here. Oh, Phoenix gonna be the only one on B though. Actually, looks like LVC is gonna push towards mid instead. If I'm being honest, I haven't played enough recently to know the callouts for this map, so
Need that back.
it looks like they are gonna just kind of hold their mid here, slowly push out. Chamber with his ghost, trying to see if he can get a little cheap pick here on a B, but not going to be able to as Phoenix backs off. And LVC got to slowly rotate over to B side. GMU looking to do the same. Actually, it looks like LVC was rotating to B. Looks like they're going to rotate over to A now, though. GMU not exactly sure where LVC is going. Yeah, we see they're all going to push through A main, just leaving Fade in mid to keep some pressure going.
Toxins going up.
Smoke is going to go out. LVC does not care though, and they're going to get sight instantly. Going to pick off the Viper on GMU here for our first pick. Both teams just randomly shooting into smoke, trying to get a kill. LVC is going to get a second kill instantly and is going to get the bomb down. It's going to be a tough retake for GMU. Going to push on the site. Two members of LVC are extremely low though. Instant trade off. GMU is going to almost even things out. 2-3 now.
Standing.
However, another kill is going to come in for LVC. It's going to be a 3-1, and yeah, Brim will just not be able to hold on to the bomb as that's going to be the first round for LVC. Yeah, hopefully this game is a little shorter than the first. We'll see how it goes. For those unaware, we do have a second GMU game happening after this one for our GMU Patriots team. We may end up only being able to see a bit of that series, considering how long this one's going on for, but we'll have to see. GMU, they're going to come out swinging, all are going to push out to mid here. It's going to be 2 kills instantly for LVC with that Bulldog, make it 3.
Last player standing.
GMU, they went for a interesting play with their save round, and it did not pan out. And that's going to be a perfect round almost instantly for GMU. Or for LVC, my apologies. Yeah, they didn't even need to plant the bomb there. GMU all just pushed out through mid, trying to get some cheap kills with their pistols, but they could not do it, and they all just got mowed down instantly. LVC gonna take the momentum here. GMU finally gonna be able to buy. Yeah, things not looking great for them. See if they can swing momentum back in their favor. LVC is gonna try and push on to A this time around. GMU has most of the resources stacked on the B. They do have Brim and Fade waiting on A. Fade could have gotten the kill, unfortunately misses. Gets hit by the Fade on the other side, but manages to get the pick. And LVC is going to have to back off. Round already looking a bit better for GMU as LVC. It looks like they're going to try and rotate over. It's going to be 5-4 now. Phoenix and Chamber both just waiting on B. Both have great angles here. And LVC, yeah, they're going to push over to B here. Phoenix is waiting. We're going to see if he can get a pick here. Oh, and a beautiful headshot. Almost two. But that kill is going to definitely make things harder for LVC, though. 5-3 now. Astra already has her ult, though.
Where are you?
Question is, will she use it? It's going to throw out the haunt. Not going to see anybody. Chamber's just waiting around this corner. Yeah, GMU's in a perfect position. That's another kill. LVC, the Chamber manages to pick off two, though.
Spike
And the plant manages to go down. Chamber barely manages to get out. That's one unfortunate time to reload. It's going to be a 3-2 now. It's another kill for LVC, another one. Chamber almost manages to ace, and it's a 1v1 now. What originally was like a great round for GMU, and they managed to get lucky through the smoke there. Astra unfortunately whiffed some shots, but luckily for GMU, they are going to get the defuse just barely. And what was looking for an easy sweep for GMU ended up being much closer than I think they intended, but a win's a win, and they're going to keep that momentum going into this next round. LVC did win those first two rounds. Looks like they're mostly going to be able to buy again, though. Looks like they're going to be going for that mid push again that they tried the first round. Yeah, it's going to be an aggressive mid push for LVC here. GMU biding their time, just kind of backing off, giving them the space. Chamber is waiting in A main. Rim is right there. Meanwhile, the rest of LVC is pushing through mid very aggressively. Manages to get the first kill on the GMU's Viper. And the Chamber and Brim are still having a weird standoff here over in A main, but regardless, LVC is going to push super aggressively down B long. And Phoenix around the corner decides to try and use his classic to get a kill, but we all know that classic RNG kind of screwed him there, and that's going to be him getting picked off. It's going to be 4-2 now for LVC as they push on the B site. Brim on the GMU side is just completely lost over on A side as his Chamber unfortunately goes down. Brim's going to be the last one. Is he going to be able to 1v4 clutch this? Spike goes down for LVC on the B. Brim going to slowly push through. Tries to pre-fire. For LVC, they know exactly where he is now. He needs to get the scan with the Fade. Almost gets a kill onto the Fade, but unfortunately does not. That's going to be a pretty easy round for LVC there, only dropping one. And they're now looking at 3-1 for LVC. 2 ults on the board for them. Astra still holding on to hers, hasn't used it quite yet. GMU only has the Phoenix ult, which is notoriously lackluster, so we'll see if he manages to actually get anything done with that. It's interesting to see Phoenix used, considering he hasn't been considered the strongest for a while, but has gotten buffed recently, so nice to see him being used in high-level play for once.
You want to play? Let's play.
Looks like they're going to have a full 5-man stack moving over to B side pretty aggressively here. As,
You want
they're
to
going to
fight
push
it!
up quickly with that Astra ult. Finally deciding to use it this round. Chamber left all by his lonesome in the corner here. Does have the TP to get out, luckily, but is going to have to give up all that space to LVC. As they can push on the point and get it plant here. GMU none the wiser. For those unaware, that Astra ult does also block sound, and yes, that includes the bomb planting sound. They have no idea that the spike's planted until after it actually happens. No kills yet, but bomb has gone down now. LVC with site control. GMU is the one to get the first pick, though, as they push through the smoke. Get one kill. Phoenix ult does go down. That's 2 more kills for the LVC's raise as things are evened out. GMU has 3 on the board, LVC only 2. They are going to start to defuse. Are going to have to stop though. And LVC chokes the kill onto the Phoenix. And the defenders, GMU, do manage to defuse by the skin of their teeth. They are barely going to manage to get that defuse there and move on to the next round. 2-3 now for GMU.
Palco da ciência para assistir a uma demonstração ao vivo de policarbonato de radianite, incrível material que
It looks like
constitui
we're
a
maybe
nossa
looking at another
protetora.
very, very long game. I would not be surprised. LVC gonna push towards A this time. Are gonna leave the chamber and the raise on the back line to watch for flanks though. We're gonna slowly push towards A. GMU not quite sure where LVC is yet, so they're gonna lie and wait until their attackers come by. They're gonna put a smoke in A main though that is gonna slow LVC down a little bit. Raise and chamber slowly deciding to regroup with their team. Fade just holding this angle here. As both teams are just biding their time, Fade is getting that ult ready though.
Face
It's gonna be Fade and Raze ult, both getting popped at the same time. Fade ult for GMU, getting pushed back in return. Raze is gonna get the Fade though, that's gonna be first kill for LVC. As they manage to push on the site. GMU doesn't really have any room, does manage to get the Brim ult out and get a trade. It's gonna be 4-4 now. Spike did manage to go down though. GMU, their Brim ult did not stop that. It's gonna be 2 more kills for LVC, but another one traded out for GMU. It's just going to be slaughterhouse on site, but eventually it will be LVC getting the round win for 2-4 now for them.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane.
GMU is going to have to go for a save round, unfortunately. And if they have to give up another round, it's going to be a pretty solid lead for LVC. See what happens here though, as the LVC, as the attackers manage to put in their whole 5 stack onto B once again. So they'll be going for another aggressive push. Might know that GMU's going for a save round. They do have the chamber ult, but that's really the only firepower they have. And that happens to be on A site, it's not even at B. LVC's gonna pick up on that quick and start to push through.
Going up.
LVC, yeah, they're going to be super aggressive knowing that GMU's saving now, and they're going to push on and just take site control just because they can. GMU going to try and rotate over. Chamber misses the shot on the ult though, and that's all their firepower gone. LVC gets that first kill, and it happens to be the most important target on GMU's side. And yeah, things are not looking their way. LVC gets the bomb down on site. Still no losses for them. All they have are a couple handguns and a dream. It's going to be another death for GMU. They're going to try and push on a site here, but it's just so tough when they don't have the guns. Managing to
Player
kill,
standing.
but it's immediately going to get traded out. And yeah, with only Fade left, there's only so much she can do, and that's going to be 2-5 for LVC now. Things aren't looking too great for GMU, but they did save that round. So
Should I
yeah,
place
gonna be
some
a little full
stars
buy
in this
time around.
reality?
Gonna try and see what they can do now that they have some actual guns on their side. And they do have that Viper's Pit, one of the strongest ults in the game, so they can pretty much get a retake for free with that if LVC manages to plant. Which they have been quite successful at doing this half.
Concealment!
Looks like they're gonna go for a split push here. Bomb is on A site though. GMU going for a very stealthy, aggressive defense. Manages to get 2
Spike
kills for
down
GMU, but they
A.
do lose their Fade. There's a Fade for Fade trade. And the Astra also goes down. Phoenix still going to try and hold this aggressive angle as the Ray's going to walk right into it. I think she is. Oh, but Phoenix manages to peek away at just the right time. And obviously it looks like they are going to try and push to A here. GMU is also going to slowly rotate over.
Not ready yet.
Looks like they're just getting the ult point though, and they are going to start to back off. GMU is still nice and spread out across the map here. It's like LVC is pushing into mid now. Viper is there. Do they know that she's there? I don't think that they do. She's just right around the corner. LVC is going to continue to push on the A. Viper could get a beautiful flank here if LVC isn't careful. They're going to start to push in and pick off the brim, and yeah, Viper's going to
30
spring into
seconds
action.
left.
Phoenix is the only one on site now, and he gets flashed. He's going to have to back off. LVC now has site control, and they're going to push in instantly. Phoenix does manage to get a kill here. Race is going to try and flush him out as Spike is getting planted down. Viper
Spike
does have this,
planted.
kind of back angle here, but LVC manages to get the
remaining.
plant. Phoenix ult gets used. It's going to even things out. 3-1 now for GMU. They have the man count advantage. They pick off the last standing member for LVC, and that's going to be a Spike defuse for GMU. Going to be 3-5 for on the side of LVC now. Once again, things looking pretty even for both teams. I would not be surprised if the players all went and took a big old nap after this game. Something tells me it's going to go quite the distance. LVC is going to go and stack up on B site. Has worked for them in the past. They've been more successful over here than they have on A. Looks like they kind of figured that out. They're going to start pushing that side now. And Chamber does have an angle, but he's going to get flushed out and have to teleport out.
Going up.
Phoenix wall goes down. LVC is trying to push on. GMU knows though, and they're going to rotate over very quickly. Skyhope goes out, but they're not going to really get much value. Chamber is hit by it though. He's going to get rushed by the Rays. It's going to be the first kill down for LVC, and they managed to take site control with the help of that Astro, and that's going to be
Spike
Spike has
planted.
been planted now. GMU, Astral's still up, so it's going to be tough for them to take this back. Gonna have to wait for that to go down before they can really do much here.
Heal up,
Kind of
squad.
biding their time. LVC very happy about that as the spike timer slowly ticks down. GMU does manage to get a kill. He's going to get up 4-4. GMU is going to be super aggressive with that stim beacon. And man count is going to be dropping quickly as it's now a 3v1. Last member of LVC standing does have an op though. Will he be able to clutch it up? He is going to stop the defuse, but he's going to die instantly. And GMU has just enough time to get that defuse off regardless and managed to get a free op out of the deal as well. Look, now looking at 4-5 for them. Once again, things are extremely close, and we're kind of going to continue to see the same thing round after round here. Looks like LVC is going to go for more of a split push here, but down mid. Chamber going to be watching out for the flank.
Flash!
Yeah, obviously just going to push through mid super aggressively here. Viper is waiting. Doesn't really have the angle though. And GMU's going to get the first kill. Instantly going to get traded out though. Fatal does go out, but there's no one there to capitalize on it now. Spike is down, but LVC does have control of it. It's going to be another kill for LVC. 4-3 now. Razor comes out for LVC. Are they going to get a kill with it? Looks like they won't. Yeah, unfortunately, Raze on LVC's side just can't get a good target, but they still managed to get a kill. It's going to be 4-2 man count-wise now. LVC is going to get site control of A, and they are going to plant. Chamber with the op is still on B site. He might be just trying to save here. GMU very clearly knows that the plant was on A, and yeah, it looks like GMU's just going to try and save this round. Viper backing off, and we won't be seeing much gunplay here for the next minute or so until the spike goes off, it looks like. Smart by GMU, though, to save both the op and the Vandal.
I'll find you.
LVC just gonna
Look out!
hold on the spike. They probably have a good feeling that GMU is saving, but they don't quite know yet, so they want to be careful. But yeah, it's pretty obvious now, and they're gonna back off, and that's gonna be 4-6 now, favoring LVC. Let's take a quick look at that eco here if we can. Let's see, LVC definitely has a lot more cash, but GMU can still has their full loadouts. yeah, I mean, it's definitely not looking great. LVC has plenty of money to rebuy if they end up losing this next round. GMU still holding onto that Viper's Pit. It's yet to be used. These rounds are going happening so quick, but just as I say that, there it goes. Viper's Pit is used on A, which just so happens to be where all of LVC is stacked up on. LVC will, the instant they do manage to, they do see that. The question is, are they going to decide to push into it, or are they going to call it off and push B? Looks like they're actually going to try and push into it. Fade's getting ready to ult, and LVC's going to go for a big push here. Viper's the only one on site.
You are divided!
Astral goes off on B. Looks like probably to distract them. Both teams just trying to play mind games here, but yep. LVC is going to go for the push. And that's going to be tons of utility used out to flush out that Viper almost instantly. Rimmel is used for GMU though, and he manages to balance things out a bit, man count wise. Going to be 4-3 now. Plant is coming out.
Spike planted.
And Plant will be successful for the side of LVC despite being a man down. GMU is going to be looking to retake here. Oh, that's unfortunate though. Raze does get flashed by the Phoenix. That's going to be a kill for them. 4-2.
One enemy remaining.
LVC does manage to get 2 kills. It's the 2v1 now. Will the Astro be able to clutch up? He gets a 3rd kill, but he just gets wallbanged by the Fade, and that's going to be a round win for GMU. Just barely.
Push a button. Save the day.
We're gonna talk about close. Scoreline 5-6 now. Once again, might be looking
Last
at another
round before the switch.
pretty long game here as we near halftime. Both teams are going to be able to full buy here though. GMU was low on eco, but after winning that round, they'll be able to buy most of what they need. LVC trying to figure out where they want to push. Looks like it'll be a mid push for them. Yeah, they're going to take that mid very aggressively. GMU doesn't even try to stop them. Chamber is going to try and get a pick off on B. It's not successful quite yet. Goes to regroup with his team instead in mid. LVC just biding their time. Gonna try and get some intel here. They see the Lakers push back, and they're gonna take that as their cue to go. LVC gonna take control of B long. They're gonna get a kill. Instantly traded back though, and GMU's Brim gets 2 kills instantly. LVC a man down. They are gonna hold their position.
Teleport's ready.
GMU knows exactly where they are and is gonna have some pretty good angles to stop them there. Chamber is gonna give up sight though. LVC might be able to push on to B if they knew, but fortunately with that Sky dead, they have no way of getting that intel. Gonna push out to mid, their spawn instead and get a kill to even things out. 3-3 now. LVC playing very slowly.
30 seconds left.
They're gonna slowly make their way to B though. Chamber does have an angle,
Teleport's
but
ready.
yeah, and he knows they're pushing that way, so he might be able to get a pretty free kill here. LVC doesn't know. Oh, you missed though! Oh, beautiful
Spike
headshot
planted.
to make up for it though. Spike is gonna go down, but GMU does have the man count advantage. No ults on either side. This is gonna be a pure gunplay.
Player standing.
LVC manages to get 2 kills though. Fade is the only one left for GMU. Will they be able to clutch it out? 1v2 Spikes down for LVC. Fade knows they're there. Astra just barely clinging on the life with 1 HP. Manages to get the kill on the Fade. But the airborne inaccuracy means that not a single bullet's gonna hit that Astra. That's all they would have needed to.
Switching
Astra sitting at
sides.
3 HP.
That moment is gone.
It's
But
gonna be another point for LVC though, as we're looking at 5-7 now for them. At halftime now, GMU
BYB
will be
fam,
attacking.
going to Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
Looks like GMU will also be going for a mid push.
About
At least that's kind
there.
of what it looks like. Yeah, gonna be a mid push here for them. Or potentially B. Kind of hard to tell in spawn, but we'll see how they pan out here. B, kind of difficult to do on pistol round unless you have ghosts or sheriffs, but They do have an abundance of those on GMU side, so they might be pushing there. And yeah, we're gonna see a couple mid and a couple B. Chamber does have an angle on B. He's gonna see the Phoenix in the brim. Decides to back off. Rest of GMU, however, decides to push through mid. LVC biding their time. 3 on A. Util is at a premium in the pistol round, so you can see it used kind of sparingly here. GMU, yeah, just kind of chilling in mid, waiting for a good opportunity. As the stragglers over on B are gonna come regroup with the rest of the team. Couldn't really push either site from this position, which is probably why both teams have opted to go mid pretty much every round at this point. But it looks like they're gonna start to push more towards the B side instead. Once it gets the kill on the sky, but a well-timed flash manages to allow her to escape. No kills on either side so far, but that might change here soon. GMU deciding to push on the site. That's going to be the first kill for LVC as it immediately gets trade out, however.
30 seconds left.
GMU, they are on site, trying to plant. They are a bit split up though, and LVC's in a great position to defend. However, one of them does drop, instantly traded out again though.
Last player standing.
Another kill's gonna come out for them, and LVC has 3. GMU only has 1 player remaining. Bomb is getting defused, and unfortunately it's in an awful position for them to try and take back, and that's gonna be a defuse for LVC, and another round win for them. 5-8 now. GMU is most likely gonna have to save this round. 5-9 is not a great scoreline for them, so we're gonna see how momentum tends to shift here. GMU looks like they're gonna lean over to A side this time around. Gonna push through mid regardless now. Once again, mid being extremely critical on this map. Oh, and that's just a gun diff right there as Fade instantly gets 2 kills to start the round off for LVC. GMU kind of at a loss of what to do here. They're going to continue to try and push mid, but it's just so dangerous when you're that far down on gun quality. They did end up having to save this round, whereas LVC ended up forcing. GMU being very tentative, but still going to push through. And this guy's just waiting on the other side of this corner with a Spectre. There's no real way GMU is going to be able to answer that. Yep, this guy's going to come from behind and just tear apart GMU. Does manage to get 1 kill onto her, but it just doesn't really matter as LVC manages to pick up another round. 5-9 now for them.
That'll work. Up I go.
GMU not in a splendid position, but they're gonna have to make do with what they got. They're gonna full buy this round as it looks like LVC is gonna try and save a little bit. GMU are gonna push on the B site pretty aggressively here, just kind of leaving Fade behind to watch for any stragglers. Chamber is here to spot them out, manages to teleport away safely. It's going to be GMU pushing on the site now. LVC sees this and rotates over. GMU does get a kill instantly though onto the chamber, and that's going to be bomb already starting to be planted. And yeah, that's bomb down for GMU and site control for them as well, as LVC is going to have to retake this a man down. That's another kill for GMU. GMU just wiping the floor with LVC. They do manage to get a pick back onto them, but now 4-1. Great blind by Sky, but Chamber just manages to teleport away, and that's going to be GMU almost getting a perfect round, finally getting some momentum back in their favor as they had the gun advantage there. 6-9 now going to be your scoreline. And LVC, yeah, it's going to be a rude awakening for them as they come back and pretty much full buy, it looks like. Ecos are mostly balanced after that round, so GMU is going to try and do the same thing they just did. They're going to push on to B again. LVC not really sure where they're gonna go, so they're gonna be nice and spread out, but they do have 3 on A. This could be a relatively easy site take for GMU. We're gonna have to see here as they do push on to B. LVC is quick to rotate, but are they quick enough? Only time will tell. GMU still pushing up. Chamber is just hiding behind this cover. He does get the TP out, and that fatal might pressure him to run away. Yes, it will.
Toxin screen down.
LVC doesn't have many on site, and GMU, with that double controller setup, is going to be able to get a kill and enough smokes that, yeah, it's going to be bombs starting to go down. LVC does use the fatal. Doesn't matter, though, as GMU gets 2 more kills. It's a 5-2 now for GMU, as momentum is very quickly heading in their favor. Spike is down for them. LVC gonna slowly push out a bit, see what space they can take, but it's gonna get a kill, but immediately gets traded out as it's now a 4-1 for GMU. And yeah, that's gonna be a very quick round for them as GMU picks up another round, 7-9 now. Finally starting to get some luck heading their way, and LVC is most likely gonna have to save this round. GMU might be able to tie things up as... Well, you haven't heard that before in this series, have you? Look, all I'm saying is this is another hour-long game. I'm taking a nap before game 3. GMU is going to start pushing towards A. LVC stacked up on B. They don't really realize that GMU switched their game plan, and that's going to be a very aggressive push by GMU. Phoenix ult is going to come out. Yeah, they're almost all already on site. Raze is going to get the kill on the Phoenix, but he had his ult up, so it's not going to matter as he backs out. GMU has site control and gets the kill onto the Raze, immediately making it a 5v4. Spike's down for them. And LVC, they're going to try and push in, but again, 2 controllers for GMU plus the Fade is going to make this incredibly difficult for them to push in. Somehow GMU gets a kill with a Brim Molly of all things. Astra pushes on the site, but doesn't see the camping chamber there in the corner. Another kill from Brimstone, and this might just be a perfect round for GMU. Only one left is the LVC chamber with nothing but a pistol, and yeah, he's not going to be able to do much. That's 3 kills for the Brimstone for GMU, and that's going to be a flawless round for them. Yeah, GMU, momentum going back in their favor, and oh boy, it looks like we're in for another long game again. But only time will tell. GMU could just sweep them right here. LVC could start to take momentum back. Still kind of hard to tell, still plenty of rounds left. GMU gonna stack up on B this time. Are gonna leave the chamber mid just to watch out for a flank, which may come from the Sky here, but it looks like Sky will actually be helping on B.
Bring them down.
As yeah, GMU pushes on to B. Gonna slowly move through B long. LVC doesn't have anybody on site right now. Ooh, Chamber almost manages to hit a really clean op shot onto the Phoenix, but just can't hit it. LVC does manage to get a kill, which will certainly help them out. You know, GMU does even it out instantly, though. On the Astra's hiding right behind site. Do they know? No, they don't. She manages to get a kill onto the Brims right after he plants spikes. GMU does have the spike down.
No more stars.
It's gonna be killed on both sides. It's an absolute slaughterhouse. It's gonna be 2-2, 1-2 now. Viper's the only one left on GMU. That's gonna be Astro coming out. I know, this is really bad for Viper. She does have the post-plant molly, though. Will he be able to defuse? No, he won't. He probably could have actually had that if he stuck it, but he didn't. Viper's gonna try and push in to stop the defuse, but doesn't manage to do it. Gets taken out by the Astra, and that's gonna be another round for LVC. Manages to keep the op as well for the next round. Now looking at 8-10 in LVC's favor. Once again, those early rounds definitely giving them the edge. Things have been more even in the second half, but that first half was definitely in LVC's favor. As GMU is going to look for an A push this time. LVC relatively spread out. GMU's had a habit of pushing both sites, and including mid this game, being very even across the whole map.
You want to play? Let's play.
For LVC's side, they do have 3 mid, but GMU is not interested in the slightest, as they're going to make a heavy push into A almost immediately. Chamber ult is up for them. First kill goes for LVC. Now the cam on there though gets almost instantly traded out by GMU. Both teams playing relatively slow, playing for picks. It's a 4v4 now. All GMU ults are available though, other than the Phoenix, considering he's well dead. Sky is on the flank for LVC. GMU doesn't know. They're gonna push on the point here though with the Fade and Brimstone ults. On Fade's right behind them. She's gonna pick up the Vandal. They don't see her. She only manages to get 1 kill though, and Brim's gonna instantly take her out, but not before she gets that kill. It's gonna be a 2-3 now for
Player
GMU.
standing.
Now a 1-3 as
down
LVC
A.
manages to get a pick off. 1-2. Will
Launching
GMU
smoke.
Grim be able to make the clutch here? He does it to Spike.
30 seconds left.
Got the spike.
Could rotate, but doesn't really have the
Beacon down.
time to, and he's just gonna push through the smoke completely, and unfortunately not much he can do as LVC's Raze manages to get a nice kill onto him with the Stinger, and that's gonna be 8-11 now in favor of LVC. See if we can look at the eco here. I think things are going to be relatively even. As you can see, both teams full buying here. GMU is going to be pushing on to B here though, leaving the chamber behind in mid to watch out. See, might be able to get a kill, and he does. Almost instantly opens the round up with a kill. GMU is pushing on to B. LVC realizes this, starts to rotate over. GMU has the Viper ult though, and that could be an almost free plant for them. Viper ult does go out. GMU's gonna push on the site quickly. LVC doesn't have any ultimates to respond with. Nobody can see absolutely anything on the site, but LVC does
Spike
manage to stop the
down,
plant. Instantly gets traded out though, and
Spike planted.
GMU does get the plant, but then instantly dies, and that's gonna be the Viper too, so the Viper spin will go down. GMU, it's a 3-3. Spike did manage to get down though.
Going up.
The chaos that was on site, as no one could pretty much see anything. LVC does have site control, but again, GMU does have the spike down, and it's in a pretty good position for them to get some post-plant access. Smokes go down though, they're not gonna be able to see much. Diffuse begins for LVC. Will GMU be able to stop them? Well, they managed to stop them. They threw the smokes. It's gonna be instantly traded out though. It's a 2v2 now. Astro comes out for LVC, and they managed to defuse it before GMU
One
can
enemy
stop them.
remaining.
Now it's going to be another round for LVC. It's going to be
Match
match point for
point.
them, but that is what I said last time, and that game took an hour, so we'll see how things go here. Not looking good for GMU. Let's see, do they have any cash to
is
spend
exposed.
here? They do have some. They're able to full buy this round. It's going to be tough for them to push in here, though. GMU gonna have kind of a split push here, but they are gonna focus more on mid. LVC does have 2 players there already to respond to that. They're gonna back off though and give up mid control for them. GMU can head to either site through here, but it looks like they're gonna try and push for A first. LVC has plenty of util out. The chamber's trapped between the concuss and the pole. There's basically nowhere he can go, and he does die, but it is traded out though. 4v4 now for GMU as they start to rotate towards B side. LVC still nice and spread out throughout the map, so they can rotate if they need to. GMU gonna try and play quiet. Brim is still waiting in mid. Might be able to get a pick here if LVC isn't careful. But looks like he decides to slowly push through that access point. GMU's gonna push out. No ults on either side. Spike does go down for GMU. LVC decides to give up the site control for them, so LVC gonna be on the retake this time. Once again, match point for LVC. If they manage to win this, it's gonna be a series over.
Wrong buddy out.
GMU is in a pretty solid defensive position though. They got a great post plan. Astro is going to put the smoke down. LVC might be able to just get the defuse here. Viper Molly goes out. LVC does get a pick though, immediately traded out, and they can't stop the
Defenders
defuse.
win.
LVC using plenty of util to secure that defuse, and that's going to be it.
Last player
LVC
standing.
takes the series 2-0. An unfortunate loss for GMU. That has been a much faster game than our first one. Was lucky in that sense, but yeah, that's going to be 2-0 for LVC. GG's to all. And that's going to be it for us. Stick around for our second game. Coming up pretty soon, we have GMU Patriots. I'm not sure who they're going against, but you can check our schedule and find out online. I've been Shadow, and I hope to see you guys soon.